All right, y'all. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnette D. Love. Season 3, episode 17, second take. For those of you who was watching the first video, I went on and deleted that because I got distracted because I had company. And one thing about me is I am a person of concentration. I have to be able to concentrate no matter what I'm doing. I need to be able to concentrate. I need to know who's in the building, who's going to be in the building, your purpose for being in the building, what you're going to do while you're in the building. I need to know why you're around me when I'm trying to concentrate on doing something. And my video kind of got all out of whack because I was distracted. So we're talking about tending to our own affairs, basically minding your own business. Don't worry about this. This is juice, my juice cup, okay? We're going to tend to our own affairs. We're going to mind our own business. We're going to stop worrying about what somebody else is doing. We're going to stop hating so much that we cannot be happy for somebody else's progress. See, that's how you win. When you can be honestly, truly happy about what somebody else is doing. And we tend to want to drag each other down. We're still doing that crab in the bucket stuff in 2023. No, we need to be uplifting each other. But what I have noticed, and I'm going to say this, what I have noticed, the younger generation, they're doing that. A lot of them are lifting each other up. A lot of them are cheering each other on. A lot of them are supporting each other. But I've noticed the older generation around my age, 50 and up, I noticed that a lot of us are still trying to pull each other down, still ignoring each other's accomplishments, and still trying to just use each other for what we need them for, but we don't support each other, but you want everybody to support you. We're going to have to get out of that. Even though you're older, you still need to get out of that mentality of just receiving support and not giving support, because it makes people not want to support you. Okay? And I believe that you can still make a difference no matter how old you are, no matter how long you've been doing something. I believe, matter of fact, no matter who's doing it newly, who's doing it a new way, you can still make a difference. As long as you have breath in your body, warm blood flowing through your body, you can still make a difference. But it's all in how you do it. You cannot get out here and think everybody's going to support you and you don't get to support anybody else. And in doing so, we're showing that we're not hating on each other. We're not wishing bad for each other. We're wishing and uplifting each other. And that's what we need to be doing. And that way, I'm not worried about what you're doing over here. I'm not worried about what's your next move. I'm tending to my own business until you invite me into something that you're doing, until you say, listen, love, we're having this event. Do you mind coming? I know you got this coming up and I do plan to show up. And then you show up, not when you tell me that you're going to purchase a ticket and you wait for me to purchase a ticket, then you come at the last minute asking about a damn ticket. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Asking about it. Y'all know this is a true story here, all right? God forgive me. This is a true story. Asking about a ticket after the deadline when you knew you really didn't want to support. And so in my mind, I'm like, you just want somebody to run behind you, and you got the wrong one. I don't wear tennis shoes. I told y'all that before. Right now, hold on. Let me show you. Got my little Adidas slides. I don't wear tennis shoes. I don't run behind anybody. I don't have to fit in. I don't have to be in your group. I don't have to be in your club. Let me tell you something about me. If it's something that I want to do or something that I need from you, I will reach out to you. All you can tell me is no. You can cuss me out. You probably get some few words coming back at you, and then I'm going to hang the phone up. That's what's going to happen. But I can take rejection. But I'm going to tell you, if I need something, I'm going to reach out to you. I don't have to kiss your hind parts. I don't have to be your little gopher. I don't have to be your peon. I don't have to do that. I'm going to reach out as needed. If you don't want to help me, don't help me. It don't matter none to me, because God going to make a way, whether he use you or somebody else. Y'all better ask somebody. God will use anything and anybody. Remember he used that donkey? I'm just saying. So I'm not in the business of trying to be in the clique or be in that particular number here on earth. I want to be in the number up there. But this ain't no preaching moment for me, okay? It's always a teaching moment, so let's get it right. And like I told y'all yesterday, for those who listen to me, sometimes little words slip out my mouth, and I do ask God to forgive me, because he's definitely been working with me on my language. And it's not because I'm uneducated. It's just because those are the words that I use when I express myself. It is what it is, and I'm working on that, and God is working with me. So this is the thing. I don't like when people take advantage of folks. I don't like when people are real negative towards people that are trying to do better, that are trying to use their gifts, that are trying to make themselves more than what they feel that they can be, or what they are now. I don't like anybody coming against it. I don't like when people plot against each other. I don't like you talking about, let me find this out and I'm going to do this. What you're going to do, that same rock you throwing against someone is going to come back to you triple times. That's what's going to happen. Stop, like my grandma used to say, stop working mint. Stop working arguments, disagreements. Stop working mint, okay? Stop working on that. Just be positive. If somebody don't want to be bothered with you, let them go. Don't worry about what they're doing. That's not your concern. They don't want you in their business. That's why they let you know they don't want to be bothered with you. Don't be in their business. Get your own business. See, I was distracted earlier, so my video won't go on right, but now I'm all into, y'all have my undivided attention right now, except for my juice cup. You have my undivided attention. If a person wants you out of their business, get out of their business. When you have your own business, you don't even have to be concerned much with what's going on your job. I worked for people for years, and I always had a side hustle. And with my side hustle, I was able to concentrate more on what I needed to do versus what those people up there in those offices are doing. Long as they had my check on the 1st and the 15th or whenever I got paid, I didn't care what they did, because guess what? I had a business to run over here. I had some business. I had something that was of my own that I needed to be concerned with in order to make it work. Whether it was selling Avon and buying all of it myself, or whether it was selling Mary Kay, whether it was selling jewelry and clothes and shoes. It doesn't matter what I was doing, selling houses. I had my own business to worry about, whereas I did not have to concentrate on nobody else's business. If you get you some business, you can stay out of other folks' business. I'm just saying, it's tight, but it's right. Don't be mad at me. I'm just the deliverer. I'm the messenger. And I am the person that has been through this thing. So I understand that if you get your own business, you don't have time to worry about somebody else's business. And yes, it is in the Bible, because somebody sent me the scripture, which I knew the scripture. I just did not want to get into the Bible today. I didn't want to be so biblical today. But if you need to know about minding your own business, it's in 1 Thessalonians 4:11. 4:11. That's where it's at. Okay? And it tells you to mind your own business, basically. Work with your hands. Okay? And that's what we need to do. I always tell people, my gift is my oracle abilities. My gift is speaking. My gift is talking to people. My gift is using my transparency to get you to understand that what you're going through in life, you're not going through alone. That is my gift. That is my gift. No heavy lifting. None of that. I didn't have to go to school for what I did take speech classes or what you call it, public speaking in college. I took that, but that didn't really have anything to do with the gift. It may have enhanced it a little bit to where I'm not afraid to stand up in front of people. But the gift that I have is a gift to be honest, the gift to be outspoken, the gift to just be, to put it all out on the line. No matter how bad you may think it makes me look, or how bad you think I may feel. I don't feel bad about anything I put out. Do I feel bad about my experiences? No, because my experiences I can use to teach. I can use what I did wrong to teach you so you can continue to do right. So I don't feel bad about anything I did. Like my grandma used to say, why not you? Why not you? They used Jesus. They punished him for no reason at all. They dogged him out. They talked about him, ostracized, criticized, beat him. Why not you? And so I'm going to take every experience that I have, and I'm going to use it to teach somebody else. Now, if you want to bite, bite. If you don't, walk away swiftly. But the thing is, what I've been through, I'm going to use to help somebody else. And whoever wants to be helped can be helped. And you can go into deeper with me, because y'all know I'm a life coach. I got to put that little plug in. It'll cost you a few pennies. It ain't going to cost you that much. I'm going to help you out, you know. But the thing is, mind your own business. Stay out of folks' business. Get you some business. Do something. Do something. Write a book. Start writing in a journal every day. Before you know it, you will have a book. At the end of the year, you'll have more pages than I want to read. I'm not going to buy your book if it's 300 some pages. I'm not doing that. But write a book and put your feelings and put your ideas in a book. Get your mind off of somebody else's business. Stop being, stop interfering with others. Stop pulling people down. Lift them up. Sometimes I look at the social media and I see this person doing this, and we opening up this, and I'd be so happy for them. I'd be so happy for them. I even reach out to some people and say, hey, come on my show, talk to the people. Even when I was the commander of the American Legion, I would say, listen, I want you to come down and talk to the people. I think it can help you. Only just to help people. Only to get that word out. Some people bite, some people don't. It don't make me never mind, because I did it from my heart. I reached out from my heart. I don't get anything from it. I don't care nothing about who watched my show, because I'm going to tell you something. If one person watched my show, I'm happy. I'm happy. Because I learned that if you can just reach one person, you've done your job. You've done your job. See, I'm going to make money in my sleep. I don't care what y'all think about it, how much you hate on it, how much you pray down disaster on me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make money in my sleep. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be honest with you. I already do. Praise God. I already make money in my sleep. And I'm going to make some more in my sleep. Just so for you naysayers that don't understand who I am. I already make money in my sleep. I am so thankful for that. And so I'm going to make some more. Okay? With or without you, I'm going to make some more. But let it be known right now that if it's without you that I begin to make money in my sleep, it's going to be without you when I get it. So don't call me talk about, oh, I knew her and I'm going to see if I can get her to give us a hookup. Ain't no hookups, baby. Ain't no hookups. Okay? When you dismiss me the first time, when you come back, I'm doubling to tripling the price. Okay? So just so you will know. Because a lot of people don't know you until you done something with your life. A lot of people don't know you until you done blown up. A lot of people in your own hometown, they're not going to know you until you get famous or you blow up somewhere else and other people want you. And you're being reached out to and all that stuff. Then that's when they knew you. That's when you was their home girl. That's when they say they could get a bargain and all that stuff. And I'm just putting on time. Don't be mad at me. I'm the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I'm the deliverer of the message. Okay? That's when people know you. And most of the time, for those who are trying to do something and build up in their hometown, look at a lot of these people that have traction in your city or in your area. A lot of them are from out of town. They're from out of town Because most of the time you're not going to find love in your hometown. It's going to be foreigners that show you love. It's going to be people that don't look like you. It's going to be people that don't talk like you. People that don't know who you are, where you came from, that's going to support you and show you love. I'm telling you, it's in the Bible. It's in the Word. If you're a Christian, it's in there. It's not going to be the people that you live around. And I'm comfortable with that. I don't like it, but I'm comfortable with that. And it's fine. It's fine, and it needs to be fine with you. So you need to understand, just because you can't get traction where you are doesn't mean that you need to stop trying. It doesn't mean that you need to stop contributing to the community. You still need to continue to do what you're doing. I'm telling you, because don't look for that. Just keep working, keep pressing, keep on moving. What little bit you can get, you get. I'm telling you, before COVID, I was on fire. Before COVID, I was leaving Virginia. I was going, to Carolina. I was, making connections. I was going to go here, there, everywhere. I was going to speak. COVID messed all that up. But guess what? It's okay. You just got to restart. You got to regroup and start again. But I was going to, listen, that was my time, baby. But it's always going to be a time. It's always going to be a time. And let me tell you something. And I'm not sure if I said it on this show or the show that I just deleted. It does not matter how old you are. If you're still breathing, you can still make a difference. The only thing is the way you do it. It's so much out here right now. It's so many people out here doing stuff, trying to make a difference, that you cannot make a difference thinking that you don't have to support anybody else. You can't do it. It's not going to work. You're going to be feeling like, why can't I get ahead? Why can't I move? Because you don't support anybody else. I don't do drugs. I don't get high. I don't, use any mind altering substances. I just don't. I take pain medication, but I don't do anything, recreational. But I did go into one of the stores just to see what they have. So if one of my friends that eat edibles and stuff decide they want some edibles, I can tell them, hey, go down to such and such. I went in there, looked like they got some pretty good stuff. They were telling me about, and I tell people as soon as I go in the store, listen, I don't consume this stuff, but can you tell me about it? I have people in my life that does it, because I don't judge. But I want you to go to a place where you're going to get some stuff that's not going to kill you too. You see what I'm saying? Because I care. So I go in the store and talk to them, and then I come back and I report. Yeah, I do. Because it's support. That's the best way I can support. I'm not going to buy anything, so I will support your business. I'll come in your business. But you're not going to use me. You're not going to use me and don't support me. And what I don't let people do is use me for what they want to use me for, and then put me in a bond where I feel like I'm obligated. I ain't obligated to you for nothing. And that's what y'all need to understand. I'm not obligated to anybody unless I said I was going to do something for you. In return, I'm going to do it. And if I did something, told you that, and I haven't done it yet, it's coming. Don't worry about it. It's coming. I'm telling you, running an election, running campaigning is difficult, especially when you don't have the people behind you. And so a lot of my campaign funds came from me. A lot of it came from me. Everybody, I ain't gonna lie now, y'all were voting now. You were voting, but you weren't getting up no coins. And that was the part that I needed, was to pay for certain things so that I can get out there and get my information out. So a lot of it came from me. And so it set me back. And then I got people now saying, are you going to run again? Are you going to run again? I don't know. That last election left a bad taste in my mouth, because everybody wanted me to run, but nobody wanted to support the campaign. And so I really don't know. And it's just going to take some prayer. I got a couple things before next year's election. And if I do run, I promise you that will be my last time running. And what I run for, I don't know. I got to do some research on something and see what seat I should run for. But that to next year will be my last time ever running in the city of Portsmouth. Next year will be if I decide to run, because I'm not going to keep spending my coins on people that just listen to people tell them who to vote for. You're not doing your research. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention to who's doing more than what they should be doing. All these extra things going on right under your nose. You're not paying attention. The stuff that I know, baby, will ruin some homes, but we're not going to get on that because I'm talking about minding your own business. I mind my own business. And even though people come out and tell me stuff and got receipts, I don't put your business out in the street unless you start coming at me. Now, don't come at me and we be fine. But I'm just saying, stop being okie doke. Stop being manipulated. Stop letting people tell you this, that, and the other, and you don't do any research for yourself. So anyway, getting back to minding your business, because that's what I do. Because I don't really care who you're doing. I don't care who doing who. I really don't. I really don't. If I didn't, I mean, God knows if I'm not trying to, I'm trying to live right. But if I wasn't trying to live right, ain't no telling what I'll be doing. You know, so I don't judge you. I don't judge you. Okay, you do whoever you want to do. That's your business. I mind my own business, and that's what people need to be doing. You know what? Let me tell you something. I got secrets from my friends or so-called friends or once friends that I would take to my grave. But the moment that somebody that I trusted, I'm going to tell you, I have never revealed any secrets until the time that somebody that I truly trusted turned on me. I wanted to reveal everything, and I didn't reveal every little thing to everybody, but God knows I did. I wanted to drag them down the streets of Portsmouth. It was just so much hatred there, and hurt and hatred was there, and I wanted to tell everything I knew. I wanted them to look like dirt. I really did. I wanted them to look like dirt. But that is why I started the forgiveness campaign, because, you know, some people don't know how to ask for forgiveness. Some people don't know how to apologize. They think because they come and hug you and say they love you and this, that, and another, it's an apology. That's not a doggone apology. It's not an apology. But that's the best they can do. So people do what they do. So we have to learn to forgive without being asked to forgive, because the forgiveness frees us. They feel like they do. Some of them that care, once they do that, they feel like they done did what they were supposed to do. We still holding on to that mess. No, we have to let it go. We have to move on with our lives, and we have to do better. And you know what? I started this forgiveness campaign last Sunday, and ever since I started it, I have a sense of freedom. I have a sense of more joy, more happiness, because I have let that foolishness go. You know, I have freed myself. I have opened up to, you know, whatever's clever, basically. If I need to talk to this individual, I'll talk to the individual. If I don't, I won't. But there's no hard feelings, and that is relieving. That's releasing. It's freeing. And so that's what we need to do. So I'm going to ask you, we started on this last week. Have you forgiven anybody this week or the previous week? Anybody that didn't ask you, have you forgiven them? Have you thought about it? You have to make a conscious effort sometimes to forgive people. Have you done that? What have you done this week that, you know, starts your freeing period? Because it's a freeing period for you. It's not for them, it's for us. Okay, so we got that part out of the way. So next week I'm going to ask you the same thing. Have you forgiven anybody this week for anything? Because we need to know. We need to know what's going on in our lives. We need to know what's going on. I did have somebody send me some stars. I hope I still got my stars earlier. And a lot of people saying they don't know how to do stars. Stars are something you have to purchase through the app, through the Facebook app, and then you will be able to send stars to content creators like myself. And let me tell y'all something about me as far as content creating before I get back to minding your business. If you do something stupid, you're pretty much going to become my content. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you do something stupid, or if you do something good, you probably become some of my content. Okay? So that's how I do my content, because I'm always using transparency with my content. And so, but that's how you do the stars. You have to purchase stars. It's not the picture of the stars. That doesn't help me. But the purchasing of the stars is how we get, paid through the social media platform. And it's not a whole bunch of money. It doesn't come a lot of money per star. So I forgot how many cents you get per stars. But you do, it does help, okay? And I got a lot of things I need to get as far as with my content. I got to get more cameras. I have to get more stands. I have to get a better speaker for when I go out. My microphones may be good, but I a whole bunch of stuff I need to get. I need to get some software and all that stuff. So that's what I'll be using it for. With the funds that I make from the stars and all that. Okay. Now, back to minding our own business. Okay. We're going to have, it's always going to be somebody that just can't get it. There's always going to be somebody who just can't move on. They can't focus on what they need to be doing more than focusing on what somebody else is doing. It's always going to be that guy or that girl that, can't get it. I don't know if it has anything to do with home training. I know that my mother raised me to not be envious of anybody. My mother also raised me to not to put anybody on a pedestal. Taught me a long time ago that when you put someone on a pedestal, a lot of times God will take them from you. God would allow them to be taken from you. Let me say it that way. Because we're not supposed to have no other gods before him. So when we start putting people on pedestals or higher than God, we tend to we lose them. For example, that was my mentor, y'all. I had to call him back. For example, when Michael Jackson, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I love Michael Jackson. And y'all remember, I want to say in the 80s when Michael Jackson's hair got burnt up. I cried like a baby for days. I mean, I cried so much. I had the articles. I done made portraits out of the article, artwork and stuff out of the article. I cried so much. I used to spend my money on those little magazines, the little gossip magazines. I spent all my money on that, getting the Michael Jackson pictures and stuff like that, because I was, wasn't a wealthy girl. I couldn't afford the real posters. And so I cried for days until my mom had enough. And she was like, you cannot love him that much. You can't love him that much. If you love him that much, God is going to allow him to be taken away from you. You can't love him more than you love God, And so I learned from that. And so I, from there, I teach my kids, you have to love God first. You can't love anybody more than you love God. You can't show that. And so that's a way to look at things, So when you're out here worrying about what somebody else is doing, okay, worrying about who's progressing and whatnot, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself at all. How are you helping yourself worrying about who is progressing? How? Are you progressing? Are you progressing? Are things working out for you? How is your day going? How is your business going? What's your plan? Where are you at with everything that's going on in your life? That's what we need to be working on. What are we going to do about our life? I'm trying to be mindful of the time. Y'all give me just a minute. Trying to make sure that we're not going too fast. Okay, we almost got to wrap this up. But yeah, where are we as far as what we have planned for ourselves? Writing down your vision, making it plain enough where you can ask somebody for a grant, plain enough where you can ask somebody to assist you or maybe invest in you. Where's your vision? How plain is it? Pay attention to what it is that you have going on. What is your gift? How can you maximize? How can you enhance the gift that you have that's going to make you money, that's going to bring income, where you don't have to work for anybody, where you can be independent, where you can stand up proudly and say that I did it myself. I'm working for myself. I ain't worried about what you doing over there because I got too much over here to worry about. We're tending to our own affairs. We're minding our own business. We're forgiving those who haven't asked us to be forgiven. We're continuing to work hard so that we can do better and we can leave our children's children an inheritance. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. At this point right now, I'm working to make sure that when I go away from here, my boys have something that they can say, my mom left this for me. I'm going to keep it going, to keep the income coming in, to make sure that my children have something as well. That's why I'm working for now. Why am I out here speaking to people? Because I know that I've made some mistakes. I'm not perfect. And I just want you to be able to incorporate what I've done versus what you're going through, and know that one, you're going to get through it, and two, you might want to make a better decision because this is what happened to me. The same thing can happen to you, or you can go ahead and go through it and see if you can have a different outcome. And this is what I share, and I'm not ashamed to share. See, I'm going to tell you something about this particular thing about being able to be transparent. There are so many people that let their past hunt them. They're ashamed of it. They're embarrassed by it. They don't want to repeat it verbally. They don't want to tell anybody that they did it, they've been through it and all that stuff. I don't care less about that. I don't care how you think about me. I don't care what you think about me, because the one thing I believe in, you always tell your own story. Can't nobody tell your story like you. You're not going to tell my story. I put it in a book. So if I'm brave enough and bold enough to put my story in a book, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Not a thing, nothing. I've told the story. And so that's why I don't let anybody hold anything over my head. Nobody hold anything over my head. But I'm gonna tell y'all, let me drop this in your ear real quick for those of you who listen to my videos all the way to the end. You guys are out here and you've been supporting people and you feel like they're supporting you, but they be the same people that walk around talking about you. I'm going to tell you the honest God truth. And the reason I know, because they have said things to me about you, and I ain't trying to start nothing. What I'm trying to tell you is stop sharing everything. Everybody is not happy for you. Stop telling them your business. Stop thinking that they want more for you. They don't care. And the moment, the first chance they get, they talking about you. And I know you talk about me, but you know I don't care, right? Y'all got to know I don't care, You know by now I don't care about you talking about me. You want the best for something? You might want to go ahead on and take my last opportunity if I decide to run and go on and cast that vote for me, though, if you want the best for your kids, because I don't have nothing to gain by being in one of these seats but to make sure that we taken care of. This is my hometown, born, raised, and reared here in Portsmouth, Virginia, and I ain't got nothing but the best intentions for our folks. I'm tired of every time I turn around, one of our babies getting killed, getting stretched out, these young people. It's ridiculous. Not being able to live a full and valuable life. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I demand harsh punishment. I don't mean no harm. I demand harsh punishment. I think that when you start giving them life, and an eye for an eye, baby. An eye for an eye. That's what I feel. Ain't nobody like that type of preaching and teaching, as Sir Williams would say. I don't like that, but I'm so serious. When you start being hard as they are, when they taking these lives, and then maybe they'll brighten up a little bit. I could go as far as, there's a thing that used to be death by gunfire. I'm just saying, if you can do it, can you take it? You can dish it out. Can you receive it? As long as we know we got the right person. I'm just so sick of every time we turn around, our babies laid out in these streets. We burn these babies. We having these funerals for these babies. People that's supposed to be walking into our footsteps, doing different things, taking over these political positions, giving the speeches that I give, talking to people, encouraging them. We're burying them. We're burying them. And it doesn't make any sense for what? For nonsense. For nonsense. That's the business you need to be involved in. That's the business we need to be talking about. That's what we need to be doing. See, I can't do law enforcement anymore. I can't do it. But I wish I could. I wish I could get out here and help. I sure do. Matter of fact, if y'all want me to do something undercover, maybe one of these little anything, the undercover stings, as far as like on telephone, social media, going up there, catching these predators and stuff like that, I'll help. I'll do it for a small fee. You know I will, because I need to get paid. Y'all know, time is valuable. But I sure would. I sure would. I'll get right on that doggone, I'll be on that internet all night trying to catch these predators. Because I can't stand anything to be done to our kids negatively. It doesn't make any sense that we take away their innocence. It doesn't make any sense that these kids walk around here knowing more than adults. Stuff that they shouldn't be knowing about. When I was growing up, I didn't know about any bills. I didn't know my mama was broke. I didn't know my mama didn't have any money. I didn't know anything about that because that wasn't how I was raised. I was raised to mind my business. And I'm just want to encourage you guys to continue to mind yours. God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love someone else until we shall meet again. May God bless you real good. And don't forget to tend to your own affairs. Thank you for joining Real Talk Live with Arnette D. Love.